Right, guys, welcome to today's live stream here between Italy and England. It should be a cracker of a game. And the big question is whether Italy can replicate the under 20 historic win over England was it on Friday Friday, when they got the historic win over England in the under 26 nations. So we will be wondering if Italy can replicate that, but I doubt that it would happen. So let's quickly go through the team lineups. We've got Eduardo Padovani, Federico Mori, Gian Ignacio Brex, Marco Zanin, Monty Ioani, Paolo Carpisi, and Stephen Farney in the backline for Italy. And this is quite a phenomenal backline if you really consider how Italy is struggling, and you look at this backline that they've got at their disposal. It's actually a very good backline with Eduardo Padovani at fullback, a very formidable player. The likes of Gian Ignacio Brex and Monty Ioani, who's been playing some exquisite rugby for Benetton. Then Paolo Garbisi, the talk of the town in Italy at the moment, could potentially be their best fly-off that they've ever had in the history of Italy rugby. Um, I know there was Dingo Dominguez at a time, long time ago, that was considered top quality, but Paulo Garbisi certainly have the ability to become one of the greats for Italy rugby. And then Stephen Farney, I think, is a New Zealand-born player who is doing really well at the moment. So yeah, a very formidable backline, and I wonder where things are going wrong for them at the moment. We'll have to wait and see. But let's quickly go and have a look at the forwards of them. So you've got Toa Halavi, Michele Lamaro, Bram Stein, Federico Russo, Nicola Canoni, Petro Cesarelli, Giomarco Lucchesi, and Danila Ficetti. And you really wonder where things are going wrong for Italy at the moment, because they do have some really quality players. Lamaro and Bram Stein, and even Halafi has been really good for them. And then you've got the likes of Federico Russo and Canoni, who's been around for ages, and Lucchesi, who's playing some great rugby, and then also for Jesse. So you kind of wonder where is it the coaching staff? Is it the structures? What exactly is going wrong with Italy rugby at the moment? But hopefully things will turn around. They had a very good first half against France last week, um, when they only were trailing by 18 points to 10, and then in the end had to lose by, I think, 38 points to 10 in the end. But yeah, I don't know what is wrong with them. We'll find out today if they can improve. Let's go and have a look at the England side. We've got Freddie Stewart, Max Mullins, Joe Martian, Henry Slate, Jack Noel, Marcus Smith, and Harry Randall in the back line. So a lot of rotation there in the England squad. They'll probably think of this as with all due respect, I think a training match for England rugby at the moment after defeat against Scotland last week. I know Freddie Stewart is a starter, Max Mullins, Joe Martian, Henry Slate were all starters. Jack Noel comes in, Marcus Smith was a starter, and then Harry Randall comes in to the starting lineup as well. It's actually in the forwards where it gets interesting, as they decide to go with Alex Dombrandt, Tom Curry at 7, Maro Itoje at 6, Nicky Sikwe, Charlie Ewells comes in, Will Stewart, Jamie George, and Alice Jenge. So there are quite a few changes in this England lineup for today's game. And I wouldn't say this is Italy's best chance of causing an upset. They are at home, you never know. But I think England is going to win this one quite comfortably. But let's hope for an Italy upset, at least a game where they prove them to be worthy contenders, or not contenders, but to be worthy of being in the Six Nations, because there's a lot of talks of replacing them with South Africa, and that they're not worthy of being in the competition. So they need to start stepping up and show that they are part of this competition. And obviously, Georgia has been crying out loud for the last couple of years to be included into the Six Nations. So it's going to be interesting. I think Italy's too good for the REC, as they call it, the second division, or the Six Nations B, as many refer it to. but also not good enough. Well, to be in the Six Nations is Italy. So where does that leave Italian rugby? Let's quickly go and have a look at their bench. We've got Fiver, Traore, Pasquale, Sisi, Negri, Pettinelli, Fusco, and Marin on that bench for them. There is quite a few recognizable names in Pasquale, Sisi, and Negri, and then Pettinelli as well as Marin. So there is good players in this Italy side. They just need to start gel together as a team. And hopefully, or maybe we could see a repeat of 2016 where they went and upset the Springboks. But I don't think England is in that sort of situation just yet. Eddie Jones under tremendous pressure. And I think every England fan that wants him gone is hoping and praying for an Italy victory today. So it's going to be interesting to see how that one turns out. If you look at the bench of England, they've made sure that they've got some quality players on that bench just in case things do go wrong for them. So they do have Luke Cowan-Dickie, Joe Marler, Carl Sinclair, Ollie Chessum, Sam Simmons, Ben Youngs, George Ford, and Elliot Daly. And I know a lot of people are also calling upon the fact that Elliot Daly is still in the England setup. A lot of people think he's over his best, not deserved to be in the squad anymore. There's better players. So a lot of pressure on certain players as well to deliver. And I mean, if you just look at Luke Cowan-Dickie, for instance, Jamie George are struggling to keep his starting berth in the place of Luke Cowan-Dickie, and Carl Sinclair on the bench. He missed out initially on the British and Irish Lions tour, then got selected. So there's a lot at play here. So guys need to stamp their authority on this game. They need to prove to Eddie Jones that they're worthy of being in this England squad as well. So, yeah, even though this game doesn't really hold too much value for the Six Nations as a whole, everybody expecting Italy to go down today. We did see Wales beat Scotland over the weekend as well. Many would say that it is an upset after the massive defeat to Ireland, but I think at this stage, France and Ireland might just be a little step further than all the other teams at the moment. It is a quiet stream so far, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of everything that I've said up until now, because I've made some big calls and big statements here. Sakabula says, "Go Italy! You gave us pizza and Pavarotti. England gave us concentration camps and Farrell. Poor Farrell needs to be mentioned in everything always." Then Antoinette Gerber says, "Where's Guru? I'm right here, Antoinette. I did say the broadcast starts in 10 minutes, so that was a while ago." And then Sakabula says, "Hi, Guru. Hope for the upset of the year." So, I think that is what we all are looking for today, is the upset of the year. If Italy can beat England, it will definitely go down as one of the upsets of the year. I don't think there's going to be another chance for any other game to cause the same kind of upset that this one would do. Italy are at home. You never know what could happen. And like I mentioned before, this Italy side is not a bad side. They're a quality team. They just need to get their structures in place and start to really gel together as a unit. And hopefully they can do it in the next couple of years. We've seen the under-20 side upset England on Friday, the under-20s, in their Six Nations game. So rugby is all about upsets. You get your strong teams. I think that the gap has closed tremendously between the Southern and the Northern Hemisphere teams. But now you need to start to look at the gap between the Northern Hemisphere teams and the others. I mean, you get the likes under these guys: Georgia, Romania, Spain. You got Portugal and you got the Netherlands, all vying to improve. And there's still a major gap between them. And we've seen in the week the success of Georgia absolutely destroying Netherlands by 71 points to 10, I think it was. So Georgia is getting stronger, and it just kind of seems like Italy is getting weaker. So they need to start to with the boys. They've been in this competition for forever now, And there's really no more excuses for Italy rugby. We see Romania now suddenly starting to get some form back to be known as the team that they once was, well and truly on their way to qualifying for the World Cup. And in Spain and Portugal, also quite exceptional at times. So, yeah, it's going to be very tricky. We saw Portugal draw with Georgia. I think it was Portugal and Georgia drew, I think. And yeah, it's incredible how some of these smaller unions now starting to improve as well. So Italy has been around. They need to start playing some quality rugby, and hopefully they can start here today by upsetting the English. That will really make my weekend. As you all guys know, that the Sharks managed to beat the Bulls, the Stormers got past the Lions. So it was a pretty good weekend, and we look forward to some really amazing URC games in the near future. We're definitely going to start playing against the other guys real soon again. So I'm really looking forward to some of those clashes in about 2 weeks' time, I think it is, where we will see Zebra take on the Bulls, Leinster take on the Lions, Connacht take on the Stormers, and then I'm not quite sure who the Sharks. Yeah, the Sharks play Benetton, so it's going to be some really interesting rugby games to come up in the near future. So Italy had the chance to upset England here today to make it a perfect weekend for me. I really want to see an Italy upset today, but don't take anything away from this England side. I still believe that they're a very good quality side, and they've got some really incredible players. The likes of Marcus Smith and Freddie Stewart have the potential to become some of the best players in the world. So definitely a chance there as we get ready for this game to start. We are going to go through the team lineups just one more time. So we've got Edoardo Padovani at fullback for Italy, Federico Mori and Monty Ioane on the wings. Then you've got Gian Ignacio Brex and Marco Zanin in the midfield, with Paulo Carbisi and Stephen Farney in the halfback combination. Then forwards wide, you've got Toa Halavi'i, Michael Lamaro, Bram Stein, Federico Russo, Nicola Canoni, Pedro Cesarelli, Marco Lucchesi, and Fichetti. So a very formidable Italy side for this game, and they should cause trouble for England during this first half of the game. So for England, we've got Freddie Stewart, Max Mullins, Joe Martian, Henry Slate, Jack Noel, Marcus Smith, and Harry Randall. And then in the forwards, we've got Alex Dombrandt, Tom Curry, Maro Itoje, Nick Isikwe, Charlie Ewells, Will Stewart, Jamie George, and Alice Jenge. Then on the bench for Italy, we've got Fiber, Traori, Pasquale, Sisi Negri, Pettinelli, Fusco, and Marin. Then for the English, we've got Cowan Dickey, Marler, Sinclair, Chesham, Simmons, Youngs, Ford, and Daly. So England making sure that if anything goes wrong, they do have a super bench to come on. John Mayer says that all my predictions gone wrong so far. I predicted England to win this one. I really hope my bad form continues. Yeah, that will be quite something amazing, John, if they can pull this one off. But like I say, we're not expecting anything from Italy today. Like I said, I expect them to be really stubborn in the first half, but expect England to basically walk away with it towards the second half. I just don't think they've got enough firepower at this stage to compete with the big guns. Maybe in a couple of years' time, they will be even better. Let's just put up a poll quickly who will win this game. I think 90% of you guys will agree that England will win this one. So let's just get that poll up for you guys. England and Italy. And then who fancies a draw maybe today? This could be quite interesting as well. Right, so the poll is up, guys. Go and vote if you're on the channel. The poll is up. Who will win this game? We've got 19 people watching, and we've got 10 likes so far. So press that like button if you would like to support the channel. And also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. This game is about to start, and I'm really looking forward to this one. Let's all hope Italy comes out here and plays the game of their life, and England do have a few mistakes down the line. But it is, I think, almost impossible. But let's see. Right, just making out who's going to get this game underway for us. Italians do look fired up. They do look ready for this game. There's a lot of emotion in the build-up to this game. Like I said, they had a fantastic first half against France. So let's see if they can replicate that into this England game here today. So I think it's going to be Italy to kick this game off. Just waiting to see who's got the ball. Obviously, the officials for today is Damon Murphy from Australia, I think, and then Andrew Brace, Pierre Brosette, and the TMO being Brian. Couldn't make out that last name, but not very familiar officials for this game. So Italy will kick this game off with Garbisi to get this one underway. Eddie Jones looks like a very depressed person at the moment. There's definitely some tension there at the England camp at the moment. So let's hope for the sake of him that he can get his campaign back on track as well today. Right, so here we go, guys. The start of this game, and it's Italy with a kickoff. It's a deep kick in taken by England inside the 22, and they set it up really nicely for Harry Randall. Gets it up to Freddie Stewart. Henry Slater will put it on the boot. And he's going to find touch round about between the 10 and the halfway line inside Italy's half. So a good start from Henry Slate with a good kick down the field. And Italy, well, I must say, England looking pretty good at the moment. Sudayas Amazi says, hello, Guru. Nice to meet you again. Thanks, Sudias, to you too, my man. Right, here comes Italy on the attack through... a good attack through the middle of the field. Still coming now, making good ground is Italy at the moment. It's finding out to Monti Ioane now on halfway. Gets it out to Lucchesi, who makes a couple of meters. Ball have been knocked on by Italy, so we're coming back for a penalty offside by England. So a chance now for him. Had a good run-up from Lamaro, the captain for today, who made a good couple of meters for Italy down the middle. And, an early chance here maybe for Garbisi, just inside his own half here at the moment. Will he have a shot at goal? Right, so just waiting to see what the decision from Garbisi will be. So doesn't look like he's going to go for goal, so he's going to go for touch here. And he's going to find touch roundabout on the 22-meter line for Italy. And a good opportunity early on here for them to get some points on the board. Sharp Brain says, yes, John, we like lekker met John. Right, so Lucchesi with a throw-in finds Russo. And the chance now for Italy to go on the drive. Good driving maul from them at the moment. It's gone static. So they will have to use this. England disrupting that beautifully. And the referee had no option but to blow on the whistle. And England celebrate as they get the feet to the scrum here. Great work there by Alex Dombrandt for England, as he was the man that instigated that turnover really for England. Right, so Italy wasting a great opportunity early on in this game. We'll have to wait and see how the body language of this team turn out towards the end of this first half. But England looking very strong at the moment, as Harry Randall puts it in for England here. They're about 20 kilos heavier than the Italian pack at the moment. And a very solid scrum from both sides. Alex Dombrand will have to pick this one up. He does so. Gets it out to Noel. Noel gets tackled really well by Carbisi. Pick up and go from Moro Itoje, but a little knock on from England. And a chance now again for Italy between the 10 and the 22 inside the England's half. Jack Noel knocking that ball on. And a good opportunity yet again for Italy now. Could we witness today one of the biggest upsets in Six Nations history? Kieran Crowley, the coach of Italy, looking on, not looking too happy at the moment, is the coach. But I think there's a lot of pressure on both coaches here today. Right, Stephen Farney will feed this one, but the scrum goes down and we are going to have a reset scrum here. Carper Beach says hi from Switzerland, and in Shark Brain says if England lose here today, Eddie Jones won't see the World Cup. I don't think you'll see another game if he loses this one, Shark Brain. So, yeah, a lot of English fans that don't like him will probably say, let's lose to Italy today. Right, so scrum feed here for Italy again between the 10 and the 22-meter line inside England's half now. Stephen Farney defeat this for Italy. Right, a solid scrum here. It does go down, but the ball comes out for Italy now, and Scarpisi with a little chip kick over the top. That one is going to roll over the try line and been put down by Freddie Stewart. So it's going to be a goal line dropout now for England. Will they go deep? Will they go short? We'll have to wait and see. That kick from Garbisi just going a little bit too far for Italy as they work the blind side of that scrum. Marcus Smith now with the restart, and that didn't go too deep. Collected beautifully here by Italy, and that chance now to go on the attack. Stephen Fardy, Garbisi again gets it out. A good little run there from the inside centre. But the penalty goes the way of England. Players coming in from the side there, and it's Lamaro who gets penalised there, the captain of the side. So Marco Zanin had a good run there, but the support play definitely not quite there as Lamaro comes in from the side, sealing it off for Italy. Right. The kick goes into touch, roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Italy's half now, and a chance now for England again. Line out for Jamie George finds where Harry Roll, Marcus Smith, Henry Slate gets the pass away, but there's a knock on there from Ellis Genge, and mistake galore here in the opening 6 minutes, but we're coming back for a penalty to England. Offside from Bram Steyn there, or a late tackle, in fact, from Bram Steyn. So Henry Slate is going to kick this into the corner for England. Let's just see where it's going to find touch for England now. Sharpbrain asking, is Tuolangi playing today? No, he's not in the initial squad. So, yeah, unfortunately not. Gordon McIntyre says, come on. Greatest shock in world rugby. Would be something if England lose, says Andrew Warren. And Andrew Warren also says, be missing a big Bull supporter. Where's the tool? Yeah, he's not in the chat today. I don't know where he is. Right, so here comes England now from about 10 meters out from the try line. A good opportunity now. Harry Randall waiting for this ball. Gets it out now. Here comes Henry Slade out to Marcus Smith. Gets the pass out. Oh, it's been knocked on by Max Mullins. And a counter-attack here from Italy as Garbisi kicks it downfield. Marcus Smith is chasing after this. But here comes Italy now on a counter. It's going to be, oh, he's missed the tackle as Italy. And now Marcus Smith goes on the run. Marcus Smith up to the 10-meter line. Ball comes out for Harry Randall. He's under pressure from the Italian defense at the moment. Just 5 meters out from the own 22 is England now. Ellis Genge at scrum off. Now gets it out to Will Stewart, who just sets it up for England. Russo is not rolling away, so it's going to be a penalty here to England. And a bad mistake. Discipline letting them down there as a penalty goes against Federico Russo. Sharkbrain says there's always a bull supporter in the chat here. Right, so the tackle missed there from Italy that would have made the difference, I would say. If only he could have made the tackle was the left winger or the right winger, Federico Mori. But he just couldn't hold on to Marcus Smith on that occasion. Right, England with a throw in just over halfway, finds Maro Itoje, Harry Randall, Marcus Smith now. Henry Slate gets it out to Ellis Genge, who straightens the line up to the 10-meter line. Here comes England again, Marcus Smith, Henry Slate out to Jack Noel. Noel into a bit of space now up to the 22-meter line, tackled. Harry Randall waiting in, gets it out to Maro Itoje, out to Alex Dombrandt, right on the 22-meter line now. Comes back to Marcus Smith, just delays the pass a little to Jamie George. Now Randall back to Marcus Smith now. He's going to have to go himself there. Just short of the 22 now. Jack Noel gets it out to Isikwe. Still coming is England now through Will Stewart right on the 22-meter line. Harry Randall, Marcus Smith. Straightening is Jamie George now. Harry Randall again, Marcus Smith back on the inside. It goes to Joe Martian. Martian just over the 22 now. Gets it out. Marcus Smith again. Gets the pass out to Max Mullins. Back on the inside to Marcus Smith, who will score the opening try for England. And it looked really way too easy there for England as Marcus Smith scores the opening try of this game. That's a real pity for them. Andrew Warren says, super proud of our Sharks team. And then Sharkbrain says, Marcus Smith is a hero in Europe before he ever did anything special in international rugby. David Barry said, Sharks backs looked good yesterday. And Tom Charles says, thanks for this. No coverage here in the Netherlands unless pay-per-view. Reminder of the days glued to the radio before TV right in South Africa. Take care and stay safe. Thanks, Tom Charles. Right, Andrew Warren says, can someone please... no, I'm not going to repeat that one. Sharkbrain says, David, too little, too late. They drew it home to a weak Stormers team. And then Gordon McIntyre says, no. Right, so we've got about 11 minutes gone in this one. And England now leading by 5 points to 0 in what looked like a very, very easy try. Too much space on the wing, on the left-hand side of the wing. So the problem is at the right winger of Italy at the moment, Federico Mori, and Ignacio Breck struggling at the moment in defense there around the blind sides. And the conversion from Marcus Smith goes over as well. So 7 points to England over Italy at the moment. Great work from England, just through the hands and really no effort in scoring that try. Right, so Italy restart this one, Garbisi. And after 11 and a half minutes, it's England who strikes first in this one. Taken beautifully by England. And they set up an early maul just outside the 22 here. A good opportunity for them to go again. Harry Randall now just waiting for this ball just outside the 22 for them. Gets it out to Henry Slate, out to Marcus Smith. Gets the pass out to Freddie Stewart, to Joe Martian. Martian tackled there by Ignacio Brex. Now the kick downfield from Henry Slate, looking for a bit of space, but finds the fullback there. And a chance now for Padavani to kick this downfield. Straight down the middle it goes. Waiting for it is Marcus Smith between the 10 and the 22 now. He's going to have a run up to the 10-meter line. Gets the pass out to Freddie Stewart. Now Harry Randall gets the pass out. It's left behind by Will Stewart, but gets the pass back to Max Mullins. Now turnover here for Italy. Right between the 10 and the 22, but they're going to come back for that knock on again. And it's going to be a scrum down to Italy. Gordon McIntyre says, sadly, the Smith kid too good. Skinny, difficult to catch. And then Sharkbrand says, on paper, England should be tearing Italy to shreds today. HBPW says, Six Nations most exciting tournament And Andrew Warren says Smith is a special player. England have something special here or there. Absolutely agree. HBPW says Smith is Welsh. In fact, he's not Welsh. He is actually, can't remember quite from where he is from, but he's not from Wales, I think. Right, here we go. Italy on the attack now. Goes out wide to Ignacio Brecht. Back inside is Mori. Right up on the 22-meter line now for Italy. Good drive there from Bramstein. It is Fardy out to Garbisi. Gets it out to Ficesi. Right on the 22 still. Now they work it wide. The pass out to Lamaro. Not a good one. Gets the offload inside to Russo and making some good ground here as Italy up over the 22 they go. Now they just need to be careful not to run into touch here. About 10 meters out from England's try line. It's going to be Bramstein who takes it up for them again. That ball is going to spill out loose. And England has managed to pull that away from Italy now. Right on the 22-meter line. Harry Randall waiting. Gives it out to Itoje. Still right on the 22. And Italy wasting another great opportunity there. Harry Randall waiting for this one at the back. And he is going to go with a box kick over the top. Looking for distance. And finding the touch roundabout on halfway here for England. So Marco Zanin lost that ball in the contact to England. And that's how England got the ball back. So they need to start working on their handling and discipline as Italy if they want any chance in this game. Lucchesi to throw this one in for Italy now, but we're first going to have an injury break here to Jack Noel. Shark Brain says Smith has Polynesian ancestry, I think. Yeah, that's what I couldn't remember quite well enough there. Right, so Jack Noel looks like he might be leaving the field here as Elliot Daly is going to start to warm up now. Just stop the clock right there. Oh, Shark Brain says, well, it's definitely not from South Africa. Otherwise, that try would have been disallowed. Mike says, how's it, Guru? England by 20. And Andrew Warren finding that one also very funny. Right, so England did score the opening try of this game through Marcus Smith. And we've had about 15 minutes in this first half. But it looks like Jack Noel will continue here. So we'll see some more from him. David Perry says, it's a shame Italy is so weak. Yesterday's game was so intense. This game lacks the vigor. Absolutely. Here comes Farney again now. And a little chip kick over the top. This could work out for Italy. It comes back to them now. And Bramstein over the 22-meter line. The pass just going astray as Mauro Itoje picks it up for England. 10 meters from their own try line. A nice little chip kick over the top from Garbisi led to this attack from Italy. Now the ball comes back to Jamie George now, about 10 meters out from his own try line. Middle of the field, Harry Randall waiting for this ball. And now the box kick over the top from Harry Randall. And it's going to find touch between the 10 and the 22 of England. HBPW says, seen stronger spaghetti. Right, and then Kelly says, moral of the story, I'm happy I bought a PS5 and not an Xbox. Right, so we'll see where this one ends up. We've had about 16 minutes in this one now. Lucchesi will be throwing this one in for them. Right between the 10 and the 22-meter line of Italy. And overthrown and picked up by Jamie George. And here they come again now is England. Harry Randall out to Will Stewart. Gets it out to Henry Slate, out to Joe Marsh. And the passes through the hands to Max Mullins. Max Mullins gets held up by Montiuani. On the 10-meter line inside Italy's half now. England knocking it backwards. Marcus Smith has got the ball. Throws a little dummy. Tackled by Lucchesi. Now Harry Randall on halfway gets it out to Ellis Change. Harry Randall waiting for it again, going through the box kick over the top. But that's going to go directly into touch. And we will have a line out to Italy between the 10 and the halfway line inside their own half. Tom Charles says, Smith born in the Philippines. There we go. Achilles says, pasta is delicious. In fact, it is. Pizza and pasta, two of my favorites. Right, Lucchesi now with the throw-in to this line-out for Italy. Russo has found it, and they try to form a driving maul here, but Stephen Farney wants to get this one out, goes for the box kick over the top. Monty Ioane is chasing this one down, taken by Max Mullins, but quickly onto him was Monty Ioane. Now Harry Randall waiting for it at the back of this ruck, 5 meters from their own 22. Gets it out to the lock forward of England there. Just securing the ball, Harry Randall again. Will he go with the box kick himself? Yes, he will. Goes with a high box kick into the air. Monty Ioane is after it and fouls it beautifully for them right on halfway. But England wins the penalty, holding on by Monty Ioane. And England now have another chance to put this in as far as possible into the 22 of Italy. It's just those little mistakes that's costing Italy dearly at the moment. Right, so we've had about 18 minutes in this one. The kick downfield is going to find touch about 15 meters out from Italy's try line. So chance now for England to go into a commanding lead here after 18 and a half minutes played. Doesn't look like Italy will be strong enough for this one. Jamie George with the throw-in. Finds Sisikwe now. Off the back comes Harry Randall back inside to Max Mullins. Good defense from Italy. 10 meters out from their own try line. Taken up by Tom Curry. Now Harry Randall gets it out to Sisikwe again. Now 5 meters out from the try line. A pick up and go from Moro Toche. Just a meter short now is England. Harry Randall is waiting for it. Gets Ellis Genge now. Good tackle there from Ignacio Brex from Italy. Penalty advantage coming for England as well. Ellis Genge now pick up and go. Another pick up and go from Jamie George this time. And he goes over for the try. So this might be the start of the end for Italy as they score right under the post. Right, so it's another try to England, and it looks like it's going to be a one-way traffic from here after the first quarter of this first half. Let's go and have a look one more time at the team lineups for today. Italy's got Edoardo Padovani, Federico Mori, Gian Ignacio Brex, Marco Zanin, Monty Ioane, Paulo Garbisi and Stephen Farney. Forward Stoa, Alavi, Michele Lamoro, Bram Stein, Federico Russo, Nicola Cannoni, Petro Cesarelli, Gilmarco Lucchesi, Daniel Facchesi. In England, Scott Freddie Stewart, Max Mullins, Joe Marchant, Henry Slate, Jack Noel, Marcus Smith and Harry Randall, Alex Dombran, Tom Curry, Moro Itoje, Nicky Sikwe, Charlie Ewells, Will Stewart, Jamie George, and Ellis Genge. 14 points to 0 it is now after the first quarter of this game. Right, let's see. Here comes the restart now from Garbisi again for Italy. Right, the restart taken beautifully by Charlie Ewells now, just outside the 22, and a penalty advantage coming for England again from that driving maul. Now Henry Slade out to Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith gets it out to Freddie Stewart, who's going to hit the cap here. Yeah, couldn't get the pass into Marcus Smith there. And Italy now counter-rucking, but the referee's going to call them back for the penalty. So all the way back to the 22-meter line we'll go for a penalty to England again. Did they beat England's under 20? Yes, they've won it by 6-0 on Friday. So history was made there, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the same case here today. Just too many errors, and England looking way too strong at the moment after the first quarter of this game. Right, so the kick finds touch right on halfway here for them. Sharkbrain says Italy don't even play sevens either. One would think they could at least try there rather. And then Achilles says they won 6-0 but could have won harder. They had chances to score tries but messed it up. Right, England takes it up here from the line up through Moro. Itoje now the driving maul right on halfway now for England. As they work their way forward now, this England side between the 10 and the halfway line now. They might need to get this out. Yeah, Jamie George comes off the back with the ball. Now Harry Randall gets it out to Marcus Smith. Now Marcus Smith into a bit of space. Gets it out to Freddie Stewart again. Puts a little stab through for Max Mullins. But it's well taken there by Italy. The right winger saving the day there for them. Gets the pass back inside as well beautifully. Ignacio Brex taking it up about 10 meters out from the try line for Italy now. And Stephen Fardy will kick this into touch. And not finding a lot of distance between the 10 and the 22 of Italy. Yeah, Federico Mori made a really good save there for Italy. Got the pass back into Ignacio Brex. But the kick from Fardy, not the greatest. And Italy again on the roll now. Alex Dombran throws a little dummy over the 22. He goes now. Tackled by Lucchesi. Harry Randall again. Gets it out to Ellis Genge now. 10 meters out. England now again. Comes Isikwe. Makes good meters. Harry Randall now. Marcus Smith. But there is a little knock on from England. And it will be a scrum down to Italy. 10 meters away from their own try line in the middle of the field. Sharkbrain says, imagine paying to watch 2 penalties. Yeah, I heard the weather was pretty bad as well, Sharkbrain, so didn't watch the game myself, but I did see the result. Right, 14-0 it is at the moment. And with 24 minutes gone in this first half, it's England well and truly in control of this one. David Perry says, I would prefer to see box European-based players in 6 nations than Italy. Smitty's quality, Pastavogel washed down with a good, is it pinotage, how you pronounce it? Right, so 14-0 it is at the moment here. We have an injury break at the moment for one of the England players again. But so far, it has been all England at the moment, just controlling the flow of this game. Just no way out for Italy at the moment, getting dominated left and right. We've got about 46 votes. 77% says England will win. 23% says Italy will win it. Right, here we go. Time's back on now. And Stephen Fardy feeds it to Italy. Off the back, well, good scrum there. Now gets it Ignacio Brex out to Garbisi, who kicks it downfield. And he's going to find a good distance on that, but not out. Freddie Stewart now in possession. Gets the pass out to Elliot Daly, who's on the field now. Harry Randall back to Marcus Smith on the 10-meter line. Now it's Henry Slate. Henry Slate makes a little dart over the halfway line, but the ball has been stolen by Italy here. And a great steal on the ground from Italy there. Now it's taken up by Italy. Good steal on the ground, gets it out to Garbisi. Now it's another chance here out wide. They go to Monty Ioane now. He tries to step back inside just up to halfway. Taken down by Joe Marsh. And now Fardy again. Garbisi gets it out to Lucchesi. Still on halfway is Italy at the moment. Working that blindside. Garbisi with a little chip. And chase is beautiful from Monty Ioane. Gets the ball back as well. So now it's Lamaro gets it out to Garbisi again now. What will Italy do with this one? Long cut-out pass now to the right winger. He makes a good bit of ground. Over the 22 he goes, still going, but tackled into touch by Marcus Smith about 10 meters out from England's try line. Good run there from Federico Mori, but unfortunately not able to beat Marcus Smith on the outside there. Right, so a good moment of play from Italy there. Gordon McIntyre says, talks in today's papers, going to drop Italy, let Boca play in Six Nations. Need a real opposition. They must let Argentina play Six Nations or Fiji, says Achilles. Right, the throw-in taken by Ezekiel for England now, 10 meters from their own try line. And good pressure here from Brahms, staying on this ball from England, but it starts to move forward now, working their way all up to the 22-meter line. This is just too easy for England at the moment. Harry Randall gets it up, penalty advantage for them. Henry Slate, Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith throws a dummy, nearly finds the gap there. Now Harry Randall again gets it out to Tom Curry. Quick ball now, Alex Dombrand. He needs to straighten the line for England between the 10 and the 22. Harry Randall out to Will Stewart up to the 10-meter line. Now here comes Ellis James. James making good ground just over the 10-meter line. Now Harry Randall waiting for it. Gets it out to Tom Curry again. Good tackle from Lamaro. Now it's Marcus Smith goes high up into the air. Chase coming from Max Mullins. And it's going to be taken here by nobody. And it's been actually knocked on by England. So Max Mullins have knocked that ball on. And it will now be an Italy feed to between the 10 and the halfway line. As Jack Noble will take no further part in this game, it's been told. Didn't succeed his head assessment test as well. Sharkbrain says, Guru, did you see Nick Berry got Best Ref Award from the Australian Rugby? I saw that. It's ridiculous. David Parry says, the Five Nations is the best competition in sport. Playing once every 2 years at home does not dilute the product. Yeah, that is true. Sharkbrain says, Italy must just play in the Curry Cup. Everyone wins. Yeah. Right, so another injury break at the moment to one of the England players, it seems, again. So, yeah, it's Elliot Daly receiving some attention there for them. So we just need to stop the clock there. And, yeah, scrum down to Italy here between the 10 and the halfway line. Inside Italy's half, trailing by 14 points to 0. Not looking good for Italy at the moment. If they can maybe get a try here before half-time and the score can stay the same, they might be in with a good chance. Or at least salvage something out of this game. Who knows? Right, Stephen Fardy with the feed to the scrum. Time's back on. And here we go. Fardy out to Garbisi. Oh, his kick has been charged down. Tom Curry just slipping. Otherwise, there would have been trouble as Garbisi recollects that ball and not going to... Oh, he's going to find a beautiful touch. Just over halfway then. So Tom Curry doing well to charge down the first kick, but slipped, and then Garbisi was able to recover that ball again. So after all that, it will be a line-out feed to England just over halfway. Oh, Italy has stolen this line-out, and here they come now. It's taken up by Ignacio Brex now. Garbisi gets it up to the Padovani on halfway now, but a penalty to England again, holding on the ground, and they're just losing the battle at the breakdown at the moment, is Italy. And it's those vital penalties at vital times that's costing them dearly at the moment. As Alex Dombrand wins that penalty for Italy. David Perry asking why are the stadiums empty in SA? Last time I attended was at Kings Park in 2019 and stadium was half full. Now I see so few at the matches. We're only allowed to have 2,000 people in the stadiums at the moment. That's the reason why. Right, so here we go with England. Another chance now to get onto the board again as it's taken up here by England just about on the 22-meter line now. Will Stewart gets out. Marcus Smith, Henry Slade. It's Joe Martian now up to about 10 meters out from the try line. Harry Randall gets it out to Will Stewart again. Good run here from England again, but there's another little knock on. So we're coming back for a penalty to England. Right in front, and surely they will not take the 3 points. I'm sure of that. It's the right winger who will offside there, Federico Mori for Italy. And England is going to go for touch here to set up another line out. Right, so Marcus Smith now with a kick to the corner here for England, and he's going to set that up 5 meters out from the Italy try line. And with about 9 minutes to go in this first half, it's England in total control of this game. Jamie George now with the throw in. It goes to the front to Moro Itoje, more formed by England now. And this should be a try coming up now. If they can get this maul to move forward, that is. No, it's not moving forward at all. So Harry Randall will have to get this one out now. And here he tries to go on his own. Nearly got past the defense there. And a pick up and go from Moro Itoje. Is he over the line? Yes, he is. And it's a try to Moro Itoje. And that is the end of this game for sure. Italy just not strong enough at the moment. Yeah, so England now well and truly in control of this game with another try here, putting England in net by 19 points to 0. So unfortunately for the 23% of the people that voted for Italy here on the poll, it's not going to happen today. Right, let's see if Marcus Smith can get this conversion over for England. It is about 20 meters from the left-hand touchline. Oh, they've actually gone upstairs to have a look at something here. So we might have to try it disallowed here. We'll have to wait and see. Not quite sure what he's looking at because I don't have any audio, but they are going upstairs to have a look whether a try has been scored or not. Maybe it was held up. Right, so from the line out, Moro Itoje takes it. And let's see what is wrong with this one now. So far, I don't see anything wrong with this line out. Are they referring to maybe a truck and trailer here? I honestly don't see anything wrong with that. I think the maul was formed beautifully and didn't have any problems with that whatsoever. Did Isikwe break loose? Is his arm still around when that maul got driven forward? I don't think that is... oh, it's going to be no try, it seems here, as Isikwe will be deemed offside. It's going to be a penalty to Italy. And so let's take away those 5 pointers then. No try, and yeah, we're going back for a penalty to Italy then. Mickey D says Italy have not won their last 33 test matches since 2015. Right, so 14-0 it stays here, and Garbisi now with a shot to kick this downfield for Italy. Finds touch roundabout on a 10-meter line inside their own half. So hopes are still alive for Italy. 14 points are not that much. So Isikwe wasn't binded to that maul. Corson truck and trailer from there. Now Russo takes it in for Italy on the 10-meter line. Lucchesi trying to control this ball at the back here. Can Italy start to move forward? England just disrupting that maul so easily. No problems from them now. Fardy goes to the box kick over the top. Here comes the chase from Italy, taken well by Elliot Daly. Brought down between the 10 and the halfway line of England now, or the 22 of England, sorry. Now taken up by Isikwe. More ruck has been formed, and Harry Randall can now just clear this ball for them. Goes with the box kick over the top. And the chase coming from Elliot Daly as well. Gets the ball back to England. Jamie George out to Henry Slate. Now there's a chance here as Alex Dombrand gets tackled on halfway. Pick up and go from Ellis Jenge. Out to Marcus Smith. Now Freddie Stewart up to the 10-meter line. Harry Randall gets it back now and taken up by Dombrand again. Randall out to Joe Martian. Out to Moro Doge. Moro Doge still going to between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside Italy's half now. Marcus Smith out wide. They go to Max Mullins. Now out to Tom Curry. Fence off Farney. And he makes his way up to the 22-meter line. Now here comes Will Stewart now. Tackled by Lamaro and Bramstein. Penalty offside. Advantage played now to England. Then Henry Slate tries to find a little gap. Can't find any. Still, no, we are going to come back for that penalty to them. So, trouble here for Italy now. I think the referee's going to have a word with Lamaro about these penalties inside their own, or in the danger zone, really. David Barry says Freddie Stewart has been quiet. So, yeah, he hasn't had a lot of opportunities, but when he did have the possession, he did make some really good ground for them so far. So it looks like Marcus Smith is going to kick this into touch again for England now, with just 5 minutes to go in this first half. England looking to settle this game before halftime, really. Right, so 5 meters out from the Italian try line, it is going to be Jamie George to throw this ball into the line out again for England. Very similar position from the last time, and this time they're going to the back to Isikwe. The maul has been formed by England now. Driving maul coming up. It's Jamie George controlling that ball at the back of this maul, but it's not going forward at all. So great defensive work here from Italy. Now it starts to move forward. They surely have to score from here as England. No, still held up very nicely, and they need to get this ball out. Now Jamie George nearly going for the try line there, but held back in the tackle. Now Harry Randall waiting for it. 5 meters out from the try line. Gets it out to Isikwe now. Good defense from Lucchesi on him. Harry Randall still waiting for this ball now. Pick up and go from England's forwards though. Still 5 meters out. Another pick up and go from England. 4 minutes left in this first half. Isikwe picks up and go again. Just working it with the forwards now. Charlie Ewells with hand on ball. He gets the pass out to Tom Curry. Tom Curry just a meter short now for England. Another pick up and go. But it's a knock on from England. And it's going to be scrum down to Italy. So they've just been stubborn to really get this game to end basically for them. Right, so Creative American says Italy can't dive and fake injuries in rugby. It's why they can't play it. So, yeah, Italy has done well there to prevent England from scoring the try there. And with 3 minutes to go, This is going to be a great opportunity for Italy to just get out of their own try zone. And stubborn again, but one must admit and say that England has made those unforced errors really here towards the end of the first half. First the truck and trailer, and now the little knock on the try line. Right, so 5 visits to the 22 of Italy so far by England, and they've scored 2 tries, so 3 chances wasted by England when they've had the opportunity to score here in this second half. In this first half, sorry. Right, 3 minutes to go in this first half. Farney to feed this one for Italy again. And Halafivi waiting for it at the back here. But a big scrum from England. They're going to, it's going to be a penalty to Italy as the referee says that they wheeled the scrum. So great work there by the front row of Italy. As they win that penalty, they'll be very happy with that one. Pacetti and Ceccarelli for them. Mickey T says only 2 tries. Right, so Garbisi to kick this one downfield for Italy now. Referee has stopped the clock yet again. So Fifi needs to go off, and he needs to go for a head assessment test now. Let's see who they're going to bring on. Probably will be, let's see who's on the bench. Sebastian Negri should be coming onto the field here for them. Just wait and see who comes on. Right, so with about 2 minutes to go in this first half, England leading by only 14 points to 0. They've had 6 chances to score here in the first half, and they've only managed to take 2. So Sebastian Negri will be coming onto the field now for Italy, and a great replacement to have for them as well. Kieran Crowley just there on his walkie-talkie instructing what to do next as Garbisi will kick this into touch for Italy. And he's going to find touch between the 10 and the 22 inside their own half. So still a lot of work needs to be done here. That's a good one. Shark Brain saying some people in this chat must also go for a head assessment test. Right, here comes Italy now on the attack between the 10 and the 22. Farney with a kick over the top. Chase coming now from them, but it's beautifully taken by Elliot Daly just inside the half of England. Harry Randall now gets the ball out, and it's Ellis Jenge who makes a couple of meters between the 10 and halfway. Now Marcus Smith, out it goes to Henry Slate. It's Freddie Stewart caught there by Ignacio Brex on the 10-meter line. Now Harry Randall gets it back to Alex Dombrandt. Some good defense here from Italy. Harry Randall waiting for it at the back. There's a minute to play in this one in the first half. A high up and under from him, and Ioane has managed to slap that back for Fardy, but passes the ball straight into the hands of Jamie George now on the 10-meter line of Italy. Marcus Smith straightening the line as Alex Dombrandt now. Harry Randall. Marcus Smith again gets it out to Max Mullins. Max Mullins gets it out to Freddie Stewart into the gap. Over the 22-meter line they go now. Needs to set it up quickly. Joe Marsh in that scrum off. Marcus Smith again gets the pass out to Ellis Jens. Out wide they go. And it's going to be Jamie George for the corner. He's got the for England. And that will definitely wrap it up right before half-time. Some great running from the big forwards there, as Jamie George goes in for the try in the corner. He's all the man caught the intercept there from Fardy, and from there England just went on the run. Gordon McIntyre says, yeah, but credit for defense. Not so good. Hopefully Coach Eddie Jones gets booted soon. Give a tough job of England coach. Russie, you're referring to. No, I don't think Russie will go there. But anyway, England have scored their 3rd try here just before half-time. and there's no more time left to restart this game for the first half. So they'll either go into a 19-0 halftime lead or a 21 points to nil halftime lead. Achilles says the argument was next weekend Griquas will beat Western Province in Kimberley. Well, let me put it this way. I think there's a good possibility that it could happen because, I mean, Western Province not playing with their strongest side. It's a mixed bag between URC and Curry Cup. So, and with Griquas playing the way they did against the Pumas, anything is possible. Right, here comes Marcus Smith now with the conversion attempt to close out the first half, and that's a beautiful strike as England now up 21 points to nil at halftime. I would say mission accomplished for this game already. They just need one more try for the bonus point, and 5 points will be in the bag for them. So at halftime is England 21 and Italy 0. So no upset on the cards then it seems, which is a little bit disappointing in the end. Right, so we're going to take a quick break, guys. We will be back for the second half, and yeah, we'll see how England progress and whether Italy can at least get some points on the board before the end of the game. Don't go anywhere, guys. I will be back with the second half real shortly. Right, guys, we are back here for the second half of this game, and yeah, England is in good control of this one. 3 tries to 0, and it definitely is basically a whitewash at the moment. 21 points to 0, 3 tries by England. Let's quickly go through the team lineups to see how the players have fared so far. So, not a lot happening for Italy at the moment. Eduardo Padovani not having a lot of ball. Federico Mori has been quite impressive, I must admit, on the attack, but defensively he's definitely lacking at the moment. John Ignacio Brex has been really good for them. Marco Zanin has been busy. Monty Ioane has had a couple of chances, looked good on the attack as well, good on the defense. Probably their best player on the field at the moment. And then Paulo Garbisi not have had a lot of chances. He just needed to keep them out of trouble the whole time at the moment. And then Stephen Farney is not having the greatest game as well. Then Halavifi having had to leave the field for a head assessment test. Don't know if he's going to be back. Lamaro giving away too many penalties at the breakdown, along with Bram Stein, getting outplayed by Tom Curry, Alex Dombrandt, and the rest of the England pack. Federico Russo and Canoni has been busy. The forwards have won one penalty scrum penalty so far, and they thought it was winning the World Cup, one could say, but they have probably not played too badly. Lucchesi right up there with Monty Ioane at the moment as Italy's best players on the field. Then for England, Freddie Stewart has been really solid whenever he had the ball. He's made good meters, had a couple of breaks. Max Mullins have looked good with ball in hand. Joe Martian and Henry Slate really just dictating that midfield at the moment. And then Jack Noel off the field didn't pass his head assessment test, so Elliot Daly on the field then for him. Marcus Smith has been brilliant. Close to man of the match performance so far from Marcus Smith. Harry Randall has been okay, not Ben Young's quality yet, but having a decent game. Then Alex Dombrandt is having a monster of a game. Tom Curry and Maro Itoje just sinking into that breakdown at the moment against Italy and overpowering them in every facet. Nicky Sikwe and Charlie Ewells have been solid. Will Stewart has had a really good game along with Jamie George and Ellis Genge. So things are looking up quite tremendously for England at the moment. Right. Achilles says, yeah, Van Roos is miles above Itoje. So, yeah, look, guys, Maro Itoje is a quality player, and let's not take that away from it. It's like Owen Farrell. You might hate him, but quality players that they are. I think Van Roos still need to develop as a player. A very good youngster. Same as Elrich Lowe and all the other guys that you've mentioned of the younger guns. So, yeah, it's definitely in the works for them. But I think give credit where it's due to Maro Itoje. He is a really good quality player. Right, so we are getting ready for the second half, guys. The half times here at the Six Nations are quite long for some reason, but we are awaiting the second half to start. It's England blowout at the moment with 3 tries to 0, 21 points to 0, and Marcus Smith dominating this game at the moment for England. The youngster who's really become a stand-up player in this England lineup already. Results from the weekend: Wales beat Scotland 2017, France beat Ireland 30-24, and currently England well and truly in the lead by 21 points to 0. So in 2 weeks' time, it's Scotland versus France, England versus Wales, and Ireland versus Italy. So expecting wins for France, England, and Ireland in 2 weeks' time. Can Scotland upset France at Murrayfield? That will be the big question to be asked in just 2 weeks' time. Will France be able to carry their form that they've had into the rest of these games? If they can get past Scotland, then the work is half done already, one would feel. Right, so England are back on the field now, and we should be getting ready for the second half. Here comes Italy as well. So, the next 40 minutes will determine how far England will win this game. Will it be a complete blowout, 50-plus points, or will it be less than that? We'll just have to wait and see how it turns out. We've got 20 slides for this live stream so far, guys. If you are looking to support the channel, press that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, do go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Still a lot more live commentary coming up your way this year with the URC Currie Cup, Six Nations and internationals for the rest of the year. Right, so 40 minutes played. It is going to be England to get the second half underway for us. And it's going to be Marcus Smith to lead the way. Here we go. Right, a short kickoff, and it's not traveled 10 meters. So Marcus Smith live it with himself there, as we will be going back for a scrum down to Italy right on the halfway line. Not the greatest of starts from England here. That ball nearly traveling the 10 meters. You could argue that it might have just gone over, but the referee had none of it, and it is what it is. So Seccarelli is off for Pasquale for Italy, as well as Will Stewart is off for England as well. Right, first scrum of the second half. Carl Sinclair on for England and Pasquale on for Italy. Stephen Fardy want to throw that in, but it's a penalty, goes the way of Italy. Scrum goes down on the side of Pasquale. And England now with an early chance here in the second half to set up an attacking lineup. Ellis Gents getting the better of Pasquale there. And the lineout will be right on the 22-meter line of Italy now. Lancaster Basson says, Laka Guru, always great commentary. Thanks, Lancaster. Right, so halftime is over, and we're now on our way here in the second half. It's England on the attack. Charlie Ewells take it in. Harry Randall now gets the ball. Oh, he throws a little dummy, goes himself. Just 10 meters out now, Elliot Daly taking it up further for them. Now Harry Randall gets it out to Ellis James, back to Carl Sinclair, just 5 meters out from the try line. Gets it back to Marcus Smith, but the referee's going to call them back for a forward pass. So it's going to be scrum down to Italy, about 10 meters out from their own try line. Yeah, the pass from Alice Genge to Carl Sinclair did look suspiciously forward, I think. Let's just have a look. Was it that one? Yeah, it was that one. But some great attacking play early from Harry Randall here in the second half by England. But as far as this is the contest, there's nothing left of this. Yeah, Alice Genge pass to Carl Sinclair, definitely miles forward. And we will have a scrum down to Italy now. Another injury break to one of the Italian players at the moment. Just going to stop the clock right there. Right, so 21 points to 0 it is, guys. And England well and truly on their way to another massive victory. 110 tackles made by Italy compared to the 32 of England. 15 missed tackles and 3 by England. So out of that 110, 15 tackles missed by Italy, and it made triple the amount, or four times the amount of tackles that England has made in this game, and that's why it's 21 points to 0. Stephen Fardy to feed this ball to the scrum. Another massive scrum coming from England, and they are going to have the turnover here. Wins the penalty as well. Harry Randall going quickly, but the referee calling them back for it. And I don't know if that was the wisest decision to bring on Pasquale, as he is really struggling at the moment. Yeah, again, from his side, the trouble started, and England now just showing some real power at the moment. No chance. That's what they've got, is Italy at the moment. Right, so penalty to England, and it looks like they're going to have another scrum down here. England with the penalty, and they decided to go with the scrum instead there. So let's see if they can overpower Italy in the scrum. Right, big scrum coming from England. Harry Randall needs to get it out, gets it out to Marcus Smith. Long pass to Elliot Daly. As easy as that, gets the try for England. Non-existent defense from Italy, and that's the 4th try bonus point for England as well. Game, set, match. Over it goes. And England well and truly on their way to another massive victory over Italy. 18 tries for Elliot Daly in his career, 54 caps. But it's all over now. England 26 points to 0. A brilliant pass from Marcus Smith to Elliot Daly in the corner. Just a really non-existent defense there from the right winger of Italy, who's had a really poor game. Federico Mori, as well as Gian Ignacio Brex, just not getting the tackles in there at all. 26 points to 0 after 5 minutes in the second half. Things are looking pretty daunting for this Italian side. Right, so Marcus Smith with the conversion attempt right from the corner here. 3 out of 3 so far. He's had a few difficult ones today. Lining this one up from the left side of the field. And that strike is another beauty, but it goes just to the right of the post. So 26-0, the scoreboard remains. More replacements going to come up to the field for them, as it's going to be Traore. And Traore is going to come on for Italy now. So making those changes in the front row. Not that I think it will make any difference at this stage. But Traore replaces Facchesi. Right, so here comes the restart now from Garbisi, and into the hands of Alex Dombrandt. Gets it out to Tom Curry. He takes it up to still inside his own 22. Now Harry Randall gets it out to Henry Slate, Marcus Smith. Out to Freddie Stewart, who's going to straighten the line. Just still inside their own 22. Penalty advantage. Harry Randall now gets it out to Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith with a little cross kick here for Elliot Daly. The bounce of the ball is kind to Padavani, but we're going to come back for another penalty here to England. Offside from Italy, and it's Ignacio Brex who's been penalized. Or is it Zanin? Yeah, it's Zanin who got penalized there. Marco Zanin, the guilty party for being offside there for them. Right, the kick downfield finds touch, runabout between the 10, basically on the 10-meter line of Italy. And England will look to see how much points they can rack up in this game. Such a shame that Italy rugby can't evolve really. And here comes Charlie Ewells now out to Harry Randall again. Now Marcus Smith out to Henry Slate. Long cut pass beautifully to Max Mullins. Beautifully stepped inside by him, but needs support now. Harry Randall gets it out to Alice Jens with the offload to Tom Curry. Right on the 22-meter line. Now Henry Slate at scrum gets out. Marcus Smith times the pass beautifully to Alex Dombrandt. But some good defense from Italy. Now Harry Randall gets it out to Elliot Daly again. Stop just short of the 22. Right in the middle of the field. Now Carl Sinclair puts his head down. Now Harry Randall again out to Marcus Smith. A sloppy pass from him to inside to Charlie Ewells. But they lose the ball now. Knock on advantage. Russo for Italy now. Gets the pass out to Montijuani. He's up over halfway. Here's a chance for him. Can he go all the way? No, he's stopped beautifully by Freddie Stewart on the 22-meter line. It's going to be a penalty to Italy. Joe Martian coming in from the side there. But some great defense from Freddie Stewart on Monty Ioane. And Garbisi now will put this into touch. Round about 10 meters out from the England try line. Will we see a try for Italy now? Great pace shown by Monty Ioane, but great cover defense from Freddie Stewart. Made it look very easy there. About 9 minutes gone in this in the second half here. As Lucchesi will throw this in for Italy now. To the back to Russo. And the maul formed now by Italy. Can they get this to work for them? Lucchesi having that ball at the back of this maul, but it's not going anywhere at the moment. Now Stephen Fardy going the blind side here. Gets it out to Garbisi. He needs support now from Italy. Still about 10 meters out. Now Fardy again. Gets it out to Traore. Traore makes a couple of meters. Now Fardy again. Gets it out to Lamaro. Now pick up and go from Russo again. Another pick up and go from Lucchesi. Now just 5 meters out from the try line is Italy now. Penalty advantage coming now. Garbisi puts a little kick over the top here. The bounce of the ball's not kind. And they're going to come back for another penalty now. 5 meters out. The ball hitting the referee there. And now 5 meters out from the try line. Still 30 minutes to go. What can Italy do with this one? Garbisi is going to put this into touch. And it's going to be 5 meters out from England's try line. Will we finally see a try from Italy in this game? Clever thinking by Garbisi, knowing that the try line and the dead ball line is quite far apart from each other. The bounce of the ball could have been kinder. They could have scored there. But here comes Italy with a driving maul. Now it's going sideways. Now Lucchesi breaks off the back. Great defense there from England. Ball's been stolen by Dombrand on the ground there. And it's been one of the areas where Italy has been really poor as the breakdown today. Harry Randall now gets it up to Mauro Itoje. Just still 5 meters out from their own try line is England. But well controlled by Harry Randall at the back of this ruck. Looks like he is going to go with the box kick over the top. He puts it up over. And it's going to find touch roundabout on the 22-meter line of England. Great work from Alex Dombrand to steal that ball on the ground. 26 points to 0. 29 minutes to go in this one. Still plenty of time left to rack up some more points for them. 5 turnovers, 1 on the ground by England today. And the line out now for Lucchesi. Can he find his jumpers? Right, so Canoni and Russo has been quite good so far, but here comes another replacement for Italy, as it's going to be Fiver who comes on for Lucchesi, who's not happy about being replaced at all. Right, Fiver with the throw into this line out. He's going to find his jumper, Russo. Now it comes out Fardy, out to Zanin, just short of the 22 now. Right in the middle of the field, Fardy with his hands on the ball. Coming back slowly again now, Russo again up to the 22-meter line. Fardy, out it goes to Negri. Good defense from England, but a little knock-on from Charlie Ewells as England stole that ball in the tackle, but it's going to be a scrum down to Italy again. Very sloppy from both sides, really. Mauro Itoje making the tackle on Negri and ripping the ball out. But Charlie Ewells, unfortunately, not able to hold on to that ball. Right, so scrum down now to Italy. It's been a one-way traffic for England today. And Mauro Itoje at the front foot of this battle as well again today. probably in contention for man of the match reward again, along with Marcus Smith. Right, so injury break was there to one of the Italian players. Just going to turn the clock back just a wee little bit. But we will now have the scrum down to Italy, just outside the 22 of England. Defensively, England has turned over 4 balls in the tackle area, which is amazing as well. Italy not able to keep hold of their ball at the moment. Right, scrum now. Traore and Pasquale against Jenge and Sinclair. Fardi puts it in, free kick here to Italy. Taken quickly by Fardi now. Takes it out to Zanin. Oh, it's a beautiful run here from Brex and Padavani back inside. It goes to Lamaro. Now Fardi again. They're about 10 meters out now. Can Italy get some points on the board? Russo gets it out to Montiuani. Montiuani now just 5 meters out, right on the right-hand touchline here. And somehow the ball comes back to England's side as they kick it straight down the middle into the hands of Negri now, who's going to try and have a run here, but stop just outside the 22 now. Here they come again. It's Fiver who's going to try and set this up for Italy. 5 meters outside of the 22. Now Traore puts his head down. Still 5 meters out from the 22 now. Fardi. Out it goes Russo. Garbisi. Out wide it goes. Padavani. Out to the right winger again. Makes some good ground up over the 22-meter line now. Support play here for Italy again as Fardi gets the pass out to Russo again, who's been monstrous here in the second half for them. Now it's the pass out to Negri. He's knocked it on right on the 22-meter line in the middle of the field. But he's not looking good. He's stayed down. And the England players calling on the medical staff for him almost immediately. So we're going to stop the clock right there again as Sam Simmons and Ben Youngs make their way onto the field for England. Federico Mori having a good little break there over the 22, but Italy just not able to finish it off at the moment. Ben Young's 114th cap equalizes the most caps in England, in the history of England rugby. Right, so Harry Randall is replaced, Nicky Sikwe as well. As Sam Simmons comes onto the field, Samaro Toje will probably move into the lock position now. Right, so 26 points to 0. It's just slowing down a little bit again here as England looked like they were going to open the floodgates early on in that second half, but it's just not worked out for them at the moment. 26 points to 0. Halftime score was 19-0. And still some attention to Negri, who has still stayed down. So it looks like they are going to get the stretcher ready for him. And that is really sad news for Negri. Mike says Italy just not in Six Nations League at the moment. Right, so while we wait for this injury break, let's just go over how the players have fared so far for Italy here in the second half. Eduardo Padavani has come into play a little bit more. Federico Mori has been really good on the attack, but lacks on the defense. And it's been one area where England has really capitalized on a weak defense from Mori and Ignacio Brex. Marco Zanin starting to come back into this game a little bit more in the second half. Montiuani has been Italy's best player on the field, along with Russo. Paulo Garbisi is getting a bit more into the game as well, and Stephen Farney as well, doing not too bad. As far as the forwards, Halafifi never came back onto the field. He got replaced by Negri, who's been stretched off the field at the moment. Then Lamaro has had a good captain's run again. Bromstein not so much involved into this game, been very quiet. It's also been one of the areas where Italy has been dominated so far, has been at the breakdown. And then Federico Russo having a monster of a game. Nicola Canoni has been quiet. The front row of Italy was good in the first half. Tettarelli, Lucchesi and Pacetti not doing a bad job. And then on came Firstly, Pasquale, and then they struggled in the scrum quite a bit. Fiver came on and Traore came on, and things looked like it settled down for them. So, yeah, probably David Sisi will be coming on to the field now in the place of Negri. So they're now going to have a lock forward playing loose forward for them. We're still waiting on Pettinelli and Fusco and Marin to come on. For England so far, Freddie Stewart has been really good. Max Mullins, brilliant. Joe Marsh and Henry Slate just dictating the midfield. Jack Noel off in the first half, replaced by Elliot Daly. Failed his head assessment test. Marcus Smith has been brilliant. And Harry Randall had a good run until he got replaced now. Dombrandt, Curry and Itoje dominating the breakdown. Isikwe and Ewells had a good game. Will Stewart, Jamie George and Ellis Jones also good. So, yeah, we're back into the action now with a scrum down to England. Scrum to England, knock on from Italy. So it's going to be Ben Youngs to feed this ball in for England now. Bonus point secured by England already. And another big scrum here. Ben Youngs gets it off the back out to Marcus Smith. There's numbers on the outside here for them. Gets it out to Max Mullins, who steps back inside. Ignacio Brex makes the tackle on him. Now it's Sam Simmons who's going to straighten the line. Good tackle there from Russo again. Now Ben Young's waiting for it, and he's knocked it on. Great from the most experienced player on the field. He knocks the ball on, and it's going to be a scrum down to Italy. Kimar Lumingas says England win it. Absolutely leading quite far at the moment. Bonus points secured for them as Luke Cowan-Dickey comes on for Jamie George as well now. Right, so job done for Jamie George. Back into the action for England now. And Luke Cowan-Dickey will look to make another mark here. Vardy will feed this ball to the scrum now for Italy, right on the 10-meter line of England. 20 meters, 10 meters inside, outside of the left-hand touch line for Italy now. Vardy gets it in, and it's going to be a penalty to Italy there. Going straight down was Carl Sinclair, and it looks like he's getting some pressure from Traore at the moment. Right, collapsing the scrum from England, and Garbisi will now look to kick this into touch again. And I must admit, a much better performance here from Italy in the second half so far, but still far off from being competitive in this competition. 10 lineups, 1 for Italy, 1 loss. 12 lineups, 1 for England, 0 lost so far. Right, so Fiver to throw this ball in for Italy now. About 10 meters out from England's try line. It's going to be taken by Cannoni. Now off the back, here they come. Fiver just a meter short or 2 meters short, but it's driven into touch. So as easy as that looked going forward, the ball was easily put into touch by England. So after all that, it's going to be a line out to England, 5 meters out from their own try line. Luke Cowan-Dickey now to throw this ball in for England. Goes over the top to the back to Alex Dombrandt. Makes a good couple of meters now, 10 meters out from their own try line. Ben Youngs with the box kick over the top into the hands of Monty Ioane now on halfway. He's going to have a run. Takes on Luke Cowan-Dickey, tackled by Sam Simmons on the 10-meter line inside England's half now. Pass out to Pasquale, back inside to Russo. Russo making his way up to the 10-meter line. Now Vardy, back it comes now to Cannoni. They've lost a bit of ground. Now Vardy with a box kick over the top. The chase coming now from Italy. And it's a good tackle there from David Sisi on Max Mullins just outside 22 England. Marcus Smith now at scrum off, gets it out to Luke Cowan-Dickey. 5 meters outside of the 22 of England now. Ben Young's in control of this ball. Goes for the box kick over the top again. And here comes the chase from Max Mullins. Taken by Monty Ioane again. Now Vardy gets it out to Russo. Puts it into the hands of Padovani now. A little grubber kick over the top from Garbisi, and it goes directly into touch. So, yeah, line out 10 on the 10-meter line of Italy now. Kimar says, watching from Davao City, Philippines. And also a new subscriber here. Thanks for the support, Kimar. Really appreciate it. Right, so Luke Cowan-Dickey with a throw into this line out on the 10-meter line. It's been overthrown, picked up here by Lamaro, kicks it downfield, collected by Max Mullins, gets it out to Freddie Stewart on the 10-meter line of England. Now Joe Martian goes to it, puts it on the boot, and the bounce of the ball for Padavani, not a good one there. In fact, it's not Padavani, it's the replacement on the field for Italy. It's Leonardo Morin who kicked that into touch for Italy. Not finding a lot of distance though. And it's going to be England on the attack again now. 26 points to 0. Line up between the 10 and the 22 of Italy now. It's going to be Luke Cowan-Dickey to throw this ball into the line out for them. And goes to Maro Itoja now. Ben Youngs, Marcus Smith. Out to Henry Slate, back inside to Elliot Daly into space here, up to the 22-meter line. Now Ben Youngs, back to Luke Cowan-Dickey. Luke Cowan-Dickey tackled by Zana now. Here comes Ben Youngs out to Maro Itoje. Just up over the 22 now is England. Ben Youngs, Marcus Smith now. Nearly finding a little half gap, knocks it on though. And Fiber now gets it out now. It's Zana now for Italy. He puts it on a boot straight down the middle of the field into the hands of Freddie Stewart on halfway. Stewart gets it out to Max Mullins now on the 10-meter line. Max Mullins looking for a little gap. The pass goes into touch. So it will be an Italy line out. And quickly thrown in by Italy now. It's Garbisi from inside his 22. Puts it on the boot and he's going to find touch on the 10-meter line inside England's half. Great passage of play there from both sides, really. But now it's going to be an England line out on the 10-meter line with 19 minutes to go in this game. So the third quarter of this game done, and England have only 7 points to show for it here in the second half. 26 points to 0 it is. England leading Italy at the moment. Line out throw coming for Luke Cowan-Dickey now. And it goes to it's been stolen Italy now. Stephen Fardy has got that ball for Italy on a 10-meter line inside England's half. They do get it out now to Fiver. Also on the field now is another replacement for Italy. It's, let's see who the replacement is. Pettinelli, who's on the field as well for them. Right, so they've lost the ball on the 22-meter line. It's Freddie Stewart who takes it up for England now. And Ben Young's waiting for it. Gets it out to Marcus Smith now. Marcus Smith out to Henry Slate. Now it's Tom Curry. Now Joe Martian puts it on the boot. And that's going to go out directly into touch. So we're going to come back all the way back to the 22 for an Italian line-out. And don't think Eddie Jones can be too happy with the England performance at the moment. Although they are leading quite comfortably by 26 points to 0, it unfortunately is what it is. Not a great performance from them. So between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside England's half now, there's a chance here for Italy again. Right, Fardy gets it out to Garbisi straight in the line. Beautifully there was Italy. Now it comes back to Russo. Fardy caught behind the advantage line though. Now they've set it up nicely here. Pasquale just securing that ball for him. Ignacio Brex gets it out to Lamaro. Fardy still now waiting for it at the back here. Throws a little dummy, tries to go himself. Got caught by Alex Dombran between the 10 and a half and the 22 now of England. It's Gandoni who takes it up for Italy. Roundabout on the 10-meter line now. Pick up and go from Italy again. Monty Uwari now. Pick up and go from him. Supported by Traore. Now Fardy gets it back to Pasquale. Now Garbisi. Beautiful pass to Antonio Brex. And Brex is up over the 22-meter line. Needs support though. Will they get this? Garbisi at scrum off, gets it out to Pasquale. Now just 10 meters out, penalty advantage coming for them, Lamaro. 10 meters out is Italy now. Garbisi gets the pass out to Montiuari. The pass over the top now gets the pass out to Russo. Russo 5 meters out from the try line. Now Fadi, back it comes to to Bramstein, who gets driven back in a tackle. Fadi waiting for it. He's going to get it out to Pasquale. Pasquale's going to put his head down, still about 10 meters out from the try line. Has there been a slap down there? No, it was a little knock on from Italy. So he's coming back for a penalty right in the middle of the field on the 22-meter line. Italy surely cannot be happy with this performance today. Much better in the second half from Italy, but just not able to finish things off for them. Right, here comes some more replacements now for England, as it will be number 19 on the field. Let's just see, it's Ollie Chesham, the debutant, along with Joe Marler as well. Right, so Chesham getting his debut here for England today. And what a way to make a debut, leading by 26 points to 0. Right, so it is going to be an Italian line out now, just 10 meters out from the England try line. And Fiver will throw the ball in for Italy now. Just taking their time here is Italy, as they are fixing up the boot quickly. Tom Curry off for Chesham. Right, let's see what's going to happen with this one. We've got 15 minutes left. Fiver to the back. It's been stolen by England. Maro Teje gets it for England right on their own try line, but it's going to be a penalty to Italy for holding on the ground there, and they will have another opportunity. So let's see how this one is going to play out. David Sisi winning that penalty for them. Right, Garbisi with a kick 5 meters out from the England try line. They've had plenty of opportunities throughout this game to put some points on the board, but unable to do that. Here they come again now, and with the driving maul. Fiver at the back waiting for it, and a good drive. Now it's taken in by Italy, and just 3 meters out from the try line now, but a penalty to England, holding on the ground, and it is the replacement scrum half, Giovanni Pettinelli, who gets penalized there for not releasing. But disappointing again now. Well, in fact, it was the number 22, Alexandro Fusco, who got penalized. Right, so penalty on the 10-meter, line out on the 10-meter line inside England's half now. And, it's just been really sloppy from England today. They've been good on the defense, give them credit for that. They've kept Italy 2-0 today, where there were so many opportunities for them to score. Right, Luke Cowan-Dickey finds Chesham now on the 10-meter line here for England. And Luke Cowan-Dickey controlling at the back of this maul now for them. Making good ground is England now all the way up to the halfway line. Good work from him. Now it needs to come out. It's Ben Youngs waiting for it. Goes to the box kick over the top now. Chase coming from England, but well collected there by Italy, Padovani. Now it's Fusco who needs to get this ball out. Now Traore making a good couple of meters here, as Fusco waiting for this one to come out for Italy. Runabout on a 10-meter line inside their own half. Garbisi with a little grubber kick or chip kick over the top, but well collected by Joe Martian. And now Ben Youngs gets it out to Luke Cowan-Dickey again. Ben Young's waiting for it now. Maro Toje, Marcus Smith, out it goes to Henry Slate, puts it on the boot, and one bounce into touch, about 5 meters outside of the 22 of Italy. Right, so yeah, it's been one of those games, guys. It's just never got going here in the second half. England started off with a bang, and since then it's just never really worked out for any of the two teams. So Fiver now with the throw into this lineup for Italy. Finds Russo, who's been probably their best player on the field today. Right, the driving maul now at the back. Fusco with the box kick over the top. And the chase coming now from Italy, but taken well by Elliot Daly. Out to Freddie Stewart. Freddie Stewart is going to straighten the line up to halfway. Pick up and go from Sam Simmons. He's nearly up to the 10-meter line now. Marcus Smith does make it up to the 10-meter line, but penalty to Italy, holding on the ground. So Italy has been winning some breakdown penalties in this last couple of minutes. And England maybe playing just a little bit too hastily at the moment. Right, so got BC now with the kick downfield, and he's going to find touch just outside the 22 of England. Will we see Italy win the second half maybe? They are trailing by 7 points to 0 in the second half. Halftime score was 19-0. The bonus points secured for England, so not a lot they would care about with 10 minutes to go in this one. Right, so the throw in to come now from, well, there's the injury break, so let's stop the clock real quickly. Another Italian player down at the moment, so just receiving some attention, but this has been a really poor second half display from England. A good defensive display, but Italy has had more possession, I think, here in the second half than England has had. And they've just been unable to capitalize on all the opportunities. Right, so a little bit disappointing from a neutral point of view here today, as this game in the second half just haven't been able to get going at all. And yeah, we've had 5 line breaks from England, 4 from Italy. 3 tries were scored through their line breaks, England, but none from the Italians. Right, so here we go again. The lineup now for Italy as they go to the back again. It's sloppy again, but Italy has managed to get this ball back up over the 22-meter line. Now Fusco waiting for this one. Have to duck deep to get to that one. Lamaro takes it up for them. Still right on the 22-meter line. Now Fusco again. Gets it out to Ignacio Brex now. Back inside from BC to the forwards. Just over the 22 now. Traore, pick up and go from him. Needs support though. Okay, Fusco back. It comes now to Russo. Fusco again tries to go on his own. Needs to be careful not to run out of support play here, as that's going to be a penalty to Italy again. Hands in the ruck from Carl Sinclair. 5 meters inside of the 22 of England. It looks like George Ford is warming up for England as well. Another line out, 5 meters out from the try line. Italy just not able to make their way over the try line today. Right, so how many chances have Italy had today? I've lost count how many times they've actually been 5 meters out or 10 meters out from the England try line today. Much better performance from Italy in the second half, but they let it slip in that first half, trailing by 19 points to 0 at half time. Right, so Zambunen is on for Russo, who was brilliant today. The line-out overthrown, and Sam Simmons have got, or Alex Dombrun has got it for England now. Just 5 meters inside their own 22 now. Maro Toje takes it up. He's getting manhandled there by Zabonin, who's on the field for Italy. Now taken up by Chesham. It is Ben Youngs waiting for this ball at the back of this ruck. Goes with the box kick over the top. Not going to find touch. Monty Ioane needs to get back, but England has got the possession. Joe Marler. Now it's a quick ball. Carl Sinclair. Out it goes to Luke Cowan-Dickie, who sets it up for them. Almost on the 10-meter line now. Here comes Henry Slate. Marcus Smith again gets the pass out to Joe Martian. Martian up to halfway now. Marcus Smith gets it out to Charlie Ewells. Charlie Ewells stopped just short of the halfway line. Ben Youngs again gets it out. Marcus Smith goes high up into the air. Here comes the chase from Max Mullins. Taken on. It's been knocked on by Italy. And here comes Chesham now just short of the 22. Ben Youngs goes himself now. Gets the pass inside to Dombran. Now just 10 meters out from the try line. Penalty advantage coming for England now. Comes back to Luke Cowan-Dickie. Now Ben Youngs. Ben Youngs out to Marcus Smith. Gets the pass out beautifully to Max Mullins, who straightens the line. Gets the offload to Carl Sinclair. And England over for their second try of the second half. 31 points to 0 it is. And this margin is just getting bigger now. Every time England have been on the attack and haven't made a mistake through a handling error or unforced error, they've been able to score. Bad knock on there from Italy's replacement fullback, Leonardo Marin, gave this opportunity to England. So England now should be leading by 33 points to 0, and they could be close to another try here. Maybe one or two more tries to finish this game off, as I think the floodgates will open up in this last 6 minutes of the game. George Ford coming onto the field in the place of Joe Marchant. And still pretty close cut to who the man of the match should be for this one, between Maro Itoje and Marcus Smith today. Even Max Mullins had a good one as well. Alex Dombrandt was good as well for England. So any of those mentioned guys could easily be man of the match for this one. Right, 6 minutes to go. Well, 6.5 minutes to go. And 33 points to 0 it is to England. Right, the restart from Garbisi now, and into the hands of Dombrandt. Gets it out to Sam Simmons, who knocks it on. It's going to be a scrum down to Italy, 5 meters inside the 22 of England. And to be quite frankly honest, Sam Simmons haven't had the greatest of 2 games so far for England as well. Yeah, so Marcus Smith has been announced the Guinness Six Nations player of this match. So well done to him for winning that one. And it was always going to be between him and Maro Itoje at the end of the day. So 5 minutes to play in this one. Marcus Smith were announced the winner, the man of the match for this one. Right, so another chance now for Italy maybe to get some points on the board. They've just not been able to get over this try line today. Right, 33 points to 0 with 5 minutes to go, guys. This is turning out to be a very one-sided game as expected at the end of the day. Right, Fuso now to feed this ball to the scrum. Pick up off the back now by Italy, and on they go. Good work from Sisi now. Gets it out. Oh, the Bascos are begging for him, and it's Carl Sinclair who's got it, but we're coming back for another penalty here. A good break out there from Giovanni Pettinelli for Italy. But it's unfortunate that they've just not been able to finish off any given time throughout this game. Right, here's another chance now. 5 meters out from the England try line. And Kieran Crowley is not a happy man at the moment. Right, throw-in going to come here from Fiver for Italy. 5 meters out from the England try line. Can they finish off on a high? Zabonin takes it in for Italy, controlled at the back by Fiver. Still not being able to get this driving more going, and Busco now needs to get it out. Comes out to Garbisi, the long cutout pass now, a little grubber kick forward, but it's going to roll into touch 5 meters out from the England try line. But the referee is going to call them England offside again, so we will have another penalty here for Italy. With just 3 minutes to go in this one. The referee now having a talk with Henry Slate about all the penalties conceded in this second half. In the danger zone, or in the red zone as they call it. Right, so 3 minutes to go in this one. What will Italy do with this one? Still struggling to get any points on the board. And I guess that if they have taken all their penalties at goal, they could have easily had 15 to 18 points. So 5 meters out from the England try line, they're going to go with, let's see. Looks like they're going to go with a tap and go. No, they're going to go with the scrum here. So England bringing in, or Italy bringing in all the forwards tightly, and maybe going to rely on the backs to get over the try line. It's been one of those games today. Not the most fancy game that you've ever seen England or Italy play in, but 33 points to 0 tells you the tale here today. Italy unable to finish off their moves, and England really good on the defense, but really poor at times. So free kick here to Italy again, and they'll probably set up another scrum here with 2.5 minutes to go. They're adamant to have another scrum here. Busco with the ball in hand for Italy to feed this one to the scrum for them. It's just been a disappointing day again for Italian rugby, as Busco will now feed this ball to the scrum for Italy. 5 meters out from England's try line. What can they do with this one? Right, at the back here, controlled by Italy now. Oh, it's been a bit sloppy, and there's a knock-on from Italy. And that just sums up the day for them, as Bettinelli knocked that ball on at the back. I think Kieran Crowley must be one of the most frustrated people in the world at the moment, as they've just not been able to do anything right today, is this Italian side. Right, scrum down now to England, and maybe fancy a little run here from inside their own try line, as it's going to be Ben Youngs to feed this one to the scrum. Right, here they come, Ben Youngs now with the feed to the scrum here. And off the back, he gets it out to George Ford. Now there's numbers on the outside here for England, as Freddie Stewart straightening the line and still going all the way up to the 10-meter line. Now Ben Youngs gets it out to Max Mullins. Still on the 10-meter line now. Ben Youngs gets it out. George Ford now out to Henry Slate, out to Charlie Ewells, to Elliot Daly. Elliot Daly cutting back inside, gets the pass out to Carl Sinclair. Now it's George Ford out to Sam Simmons, who gets the pass back to George Ford. Now Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith gets it out to Freddie Stewart. Freddie Stewart to Max Mullins, right on the right-hand side of the field, right on the 22-meter line. Ben Youngs gets it out to George Ford. Now Carl Sinclair. Henry Slate. Good defense here from Garbisi. 5 meters outside of the 22 now. Joe Marler. Time is up on the clock now. Last play of the game. Ben Youngs out to Marcus Smith again. Marcus Smith into the gap. He goes. Gets the pass inside to Freddie Stewart. just 10 meters out from the try line now. Ben Young's out. It goes to Sam Simmons. Sam Simmons just 5 meters out. Pick up and go here from Henry Slade. Did he get it down? Think he thinks he's got it. But time is off now. And we will go upstairs to see if another try has been scored or not. But it does look like Henry Slade quite confident that he did get the try. So let's see if a try has been scored by England now. 33 points to 0 it is at the moment. And with another try, we'll make it 38. But as far as the contest, this was over by halftime already. Right, so they are going to take their time with the last play of the game to see whether a try has been scored or not. Let's see what the call will be from the TMO on this one. Right. No, I don't think a try has been scored. Can't see clear evidence that a try has been scored there. We'll have to wait and see now. Right. First of all, was Maro Toge obstructing over there? I don't think so. Is lost it backwards behind the try line, I would say. So this should be the end of the game. Taking the time with it, got no real influence in the game. England has secured the bonus point. They've got a good victory in the end as well. That slipped out of his hands. No control over the ball, so surely that can't be a try. I would say definitely no try there. He didn't have control of the ball when he went for the grounding, so that I think should be the end of this game. 33 points to 0 should be the final score here between England and Italy. No try, according to the referee. That is the end of the game. So, yeah, a very sloppy game comes to an end, and England have secured it by 33 points to 0 today. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We will be back next week for some more live rugby commentary. But until then, guys, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers for now.